What is emotional intelligence? Well, emotional intelligence it's nothing new. However, it's the ability to recognize your emotions, my emotions, and that of others, and understanding what they're telling you within that particular moment, as well as realizing how our emotions affect the people who are around us. So guys, we're going to look at a few characteristics of emotional intelligence. And the first one on the list is self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize an emotion as it happens. Then we have self-regulation, which is the ability to control emotions and impulses. Motivation, to motivate yourself for any achievement. And we know that requires clear goals and a positive attitude. And then we have empathy, the ability to recognize how people feel, which is important to the success of our career as well as those of the persons that we are leading. And then we have social skills, which is the development of good interpersonal skills. Guys, this is essential, very, very essential. If as long as we're dealing with human capital, this social skills and interpersonal skills is essential, because not only does it cater to our success, but it is the success of the people who we are working with, or subordinates or employees, and the success of the organization. Why does it matter? Why does emotional intelligence matter? The thing is, without emotional intelligence, a person can come off as being arrogant, rigid, or selfish without even being aware of their actions. Now, these traits can slow or halt productivity and creativity within any organization. And since trust is crucial for us as leaders, being perceived incorrectly can damage relationship and trust. And that is what we want to deviate away from. So when we start to embrace emotional intelligence, this is what it brings to the table. It increases team performance. It decreases occupational stress. It increases leadership ability. It improves decision making. It increases personal well-being, and it reduces staff turnover. This is a package that no organization can refuse, because this is what we need to see happening within every and any organization as leaders. How can we improve emotional intelligence, especially if we have never seen it, we have never experienced it, we have never lived it? It's simple. The great thing about emotional intelligence is that it can be learned and developed, along with the five characteristics that was shared before, and incorporating it with these strategies that I'm about to share. It can be done. So the first strategy is observe how you react to people. Look at your work environment. Do a self-evaluation. Examine how you react to stressful situations. Take responsibility for your actions. Do not pass the baton. We know we're tempted to do that at times, but don't do it, because when our employees see that we're willing to take responsibility for our words and our actions, it speaks volume. Examine how your actions will affect others before you decide to pursue those actions. Developing emotional intelligence. So we're going to look at four specific areas in being able to develop emotional intelligence. And that for the first area is preparing for change. The second area is training. The third is transfer and maintenance. And the fourth is evaluating change. So let's get moving with all of these different areas. Phase one, prepare for change. So as human beings, we don't like change. We like our normality. We like to be in our own zone. But as leaders, we have to aspire to grow. And if we're aspiring to grow, that means it's going to come with change. Whether it's uncomfortable or comfortable to us, change will come. And so let us start to embrace it now. So the first thing is assess the organizational needs. What does the organization need within this time frame? Assess personal strengths and limits. You want to also provide feedback with care. Being tactful in this arena must always be taken with consideration. Link learning goals to personal values. And that's phase one. Phase two, training. Maximize self-directed change. Set clear goals. Break goals into manageable steps and build in support. That's phase two. Phase three, transfer and maintenance. We want to make sure that we encourage the use of skills on the job, provide an organizational culture that supports learning and reinforcement. That's phase three. So we're on our final phase, which is phase four, and that has to do with evaluating the change that we have implemented. And so we conduct ongoing evaluation research. Now this phase four is absolutely important and relevant, because if we decide that change is needed and we're going to implement that change, we have to make sure that we evaluate and follow up to see how effective the change has been. We want to see if it's affecting our human capital, if it's affecting productivity. Wherever the change has been implemented, we want to make sure that something is seen. That's the only way we can know if something is happening or if we need to go back to the drawing board or implement something new. As leaders, we have to lead how we want to be led. And there's no two-way around it. We can't be selfish. We have to lead how we want to be led. So I'm hoping you guys garnered something from this training session and going through your manual, which again is far more detailed than the PowerPoint presentation that I just went through, and be able to share it with your employees and, filter whatever it is that you need to filter so that a great transition can happen within your organizations as you move ahead. And once again, guys, I'm so appreciative of this opportunity and I can't thank you enough. Please let me know how everything has transpired and let me know what your growth process has been. Thank you so much again. And my name is Amila Boyd. Thank you so much for your opportunity. Bye-bye.